90.5.
Saam met my het ek 'n klomp leerlinge van 3 skole. Ek gaan hulle net nou aan jou voorstel, so bly ingeskakel vir dit. En ons gaan eers gou-gou gesels oor hoekom hulle almal vandag hier is. En daarom is dit vir my 'n voorreg om aan jou Amanda, is it Amanda? Should I do that in English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Amanda is here. She is from Empowerweight, and they had like a whole school competition. So maybe just to let our listeners know, who is Empowerweight and what was this competition all about?
Great, thank you so much. So Empowerweight is a non-profit organization, and it stands for Empower and Motivate. So that's how Empowerweight comes out. And that is the organization that runs YCAP, and YCAP stands for the Youth Citizens Action Program, which is a program that's been running in schools for the last 15 years in collaboration with the Department of Basic Education. And lately we've also added in the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, who've also joined us 3 years ago. And we've got other funders as well, but we always need more, hint, hint. The program itself is a values-based program, and it's about active citizenship, social entrepreneurship, and values education. So that's why it fits into values in education. And it's about empowering young people to be the change they want to see in the world. So giving them a way to do it, so a toolkit that shows them step by step how they actually do a project, so it's project management skills, as well as how they put together a portfolio of evidence and do an oral presentation that's like a pitch. So it's a bit like Dragon's Den, if you remember those kinds of shows where they have to pitch their ideas. But this one's not an idea pitch. This is actually saying, we've done the pilot. We've already achieved this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, they have to do it.
So
It's
this is not on paper. This
No.
is actually practically done.
And that's what's amazing about the program. These are kids from grade 5 to matric that have actually gone and done something in their community to change a social problem, environmental, educational, economic problem. And they've done it themselves, and they've got support around them that they had to advocate for. And they had to fundraise if they needed the money. And they had to make sure that everything was put down in evidence. You know, they have to prove it all. And then they have to actually show the sustainability of it, that is not a once-off. Because there's no point doing a project that's great now and then tomorrow it's back to square one again. So that's basically what YCAP is about. So yeah, it's a really empowering program, and it's also for personal and community development at the same time.
So this is to educate the young people and to help them make a difference, like you say, the difference they want to see in the world.
Yeah.
What did this, like we've got 3 schools here that are the top 3 schools. What did this entail? Because I think people don't necessarily
How did they get
know
here?
why are they here?
Yes.
What did they do? Quickly tell us.
Okay, so how it works with YCAP is that people register, you know, the teachers, there's always a teacher who's in charge of the team, and they register for the program. This year we had 400 schools registering. There's 400 in the whole country. We're a national program, all 9 provinces. And so we had 400 schools register, and then what they did was they got their toolkits, and they had to do the whole portfolio as well as the oral presentation. And that was done at district level. And then the best, most impactful projects move to provincial level, and then the best ones from there go to national level. So next month we're having our huge national championships where all of the winners from the junior and senior category get together for a weekend where they showcase what they've done.
So what is the projects that they did actually?
Yes, so
That's what I want to get to.
yes. So for district round, we've had projects that range from literacy programs, because you know in our country we have a problem of reading for understanding and comprehension. So schools have done projects on that. Some of the schools have done gardening projects. Some of the schools have done projects on teen pregnancy, on drug abuse, on poverty. I mean, there's so many different projects. There's projects about lack of self-esteem and lack of confidence, which leads to other problems, mental health issues. So I wouldn't say that I want to specify exactly what these 3 teams did, because I want them to tell you in their own words. I think it's better coming from them, because they were working on the projects every day, all day, for months on end. So I don't want to take that away from them. But just to say nationally, we've got projects that range from all kinds of things, from in the classroom problems like lack of discipline, lack of parental involvement, outside in the world like climate change. We've had so many different kinds of projects and things that we wouldn't even think of. Like we had a faction fighting project in Eastern Cape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was really interesting. We've had projects on, getting birth certificates for learners who are not from South Africa. Crazy things that you haven't thought of that are really important. So, young people are just finding ways to solve problems without waiting for others to do it. And that's what it's about. It's about having the agency and having the confidence to actually make change right now where you are.
That is awesome. So maybe let's talk to Mr. Christopher Mashala. He's from the Department of Education in Values and Education. How are you this morning?
I'm good, and you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Quickly tell me, how is the Department of Education and specifically your area regarding these projects? How are you involved?
Thank you very much. What we do, we have partnership with Amanda Empowervate, and then she has got this brilliant idea that she sold to the Department of Education, and there is a memorandum of understanding between Empowervate, Amanda, and the Department of Education. Now she came to us, to the department, to sell her idea, and then what we do, I make sure that I get the schools, I tell them about YCAP, and then they register, and then from there I organize competitions for them together with Amanda. Thank you.
Oh, wow. So, and I think it's a great thing that the Department of Education is part of this whole initiative, because I think it would really be a struggle to get all the schools together and to get this done without the department. So thank you for buying into this and being a part of it.
You're welcome.
Okay, so wanneer ons terugkom, gaan ons bietjie met die onderwysers gesels van die 3 skole wat hier is. Gaan die skole aan jou voorstel, hulle gaan vir jou vertel wat hulle projekte was en hoekom hulle die top 3 skole hier is. So bly ingeskakel. Nou eers hier James Blunt met Unstoppable. Het ons vir Empowervate, ons het die Departement van Onderwys in die ateljee en dan het ons Uitsig Primêr, die Heuwel Primêr en Emasangweni Primêr in die ateljee met 'n klomp kinders. Quickly say hi everyone. So that they can hear how many people is in the studio. I'm looking at 20 faces in front of me. And from each school, we also have teachers here. So quickly maybe introduce yourselves and tell us which school you are from and why you decided to enter the Empowervate competition. Okay, so you can start over here. Let's start with you.
Hi, everyone. I'm teacher Lefa Pasele from Emasangweni Primary School.
You can keep talking.
I'm from Emasangweni Primary School based in Mamelodi. This year, we started this project of library and toilets. The learners went and did a research and found out in our school which was the most problematic places in our school. So when they were busy doing research, they realized that our toilets and our library were not in a good condition. So they decided to do the project about that.
Oh, wonderful. And then how did they decide to, or are we going to ask the children what they did? Or should we ask the children later what they did? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so next teacher in line, where are you from and what was your project this year for Empowervate?
Good morning, everyone. This is Mem Kanda from School Heuwel. Well, with us, our project was based on bullying, which was one of the mental health issues, as well as we started what we would call a vegetable garden in order to try and teach learners what it means to make your own vegetable garden and how that can benefit you. Also, our school is based in Proclamation Hill.
Thank you very much. Okay, en dan het ons iemand wat daar so is. Van waar af is jy?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shireen Illis from Uitsig Primêr in Centurion, the Reeds. And our project was centered around reading literacy in schools, getting kids to fall in love with reading, to plant the seeds of the imagination and future development and the ability to actually work on their futures and enjoy reading. Basically, we want to enjoy reading.
So you guys are the top 3 schools in this region. Tomorrow you are going to the nationals, am I correct? Not nationals, provincial tomorrow. Okay, oh my goodness. Provincial, so good luck with that. You all look a bit worried. Don't worry, you already made it to here. Okay, let's hear from the kids. You had 3 kids that are going to tell us what they decided to do in their school for their project. Okay, so let's start then there with Uitsig in the reads, and then hear from the learners there. You can get closer to the mic and then you can talk there and tell me what you guys did. Quickly tell me what's your name.
Hi, I'm Zenande.
Good morning, I'm Lesedi.
Okay, so good morning, guys. Quickly tell me about your project. What did you do to make sure that the literacy problem can be addressed?
We had many fun events for our school, such as, I think yesterday we started with Bad Poetry Day, where the children in our school
Yes, you can keep talking.
where the children in our school are encouraged to write the worst poetry, and the winner,
The worst poetry.
the worst poetry.
Why?
Um,
Because it's fun.
yeah, because it's fun, and we want to inspire creativity in our school. So the winner gets a special prize, and yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and we also have NaNoWriMo. So basically, this is a program where children can write poems in their mother tongues. So with this specific project is basically gonna encourage learners to be free and not only write in specific languages, so that they're free and they can experiment other languages. As our school provides 3 first languages, so we want to encourage learners to do better in other languages as well.
Yeah, it's always nice to encourage home languages because we are a country where we speak a lot of English, but none of us really are English except Amanda here. So it's nice that you can write something in your mother tongue and in your home language and encourage those languages to thrive. Okay, next school, let's hear.
Good morning everyone. My name is Khosi.
Yeah.
Good morning everyone. My name is Tato Matsididi.
Nice to meet you guys. Okay, quickly tell me, what was your project? What did you do? You had the vegetable garden, right?
Yes, so basically we first started with the bullying and mental health project, which we started in term 1. So the project was basically about helping kids in our school to fight their mental health issues and also reduce the levels of bullying in the school. And the vegetable garden, it was more of a project where it was a tribute to Nelson Mandela on Nelson Mandela Day. So it taught us responsibility and hard work.
Wow, okay, and what do you want to add to that?
How did we come to the topic of mental health? What we did is that we did a SWOT analysis that we saw that bullying is the actual cause of mental health and lack of mental health in our school. So what we did was that we made posters to make children feel more positive about themselves and have better self-esteem.
Ah, that is awesome. Okay, and then the last school, let's quickly hear, what was your project and what did you decide to do? Hello, you have to
Hello,
talk.
everybody. Our project was about toilets and library because our toilets weren't that hygienic and our toilets were too much things in one room.
Okay, and then how did you decide to address this problem? Who's going to talk? Who's going to tell us about that?
We chose these topics because we wanted to change toilets and library and we wanted to make a better place. That's why we chose them.
That's awesome, and education and hygiene is very important, right? Okay, so when we come back, we are going to talk to Amanda and hear what does the road look like forward from here? Is this going to be a yearly thing? And of course, how do we sustain the projects that the schools decided to start at their schools? And I might have a surprise for you guys. Okay, so boomplant week en ons is baie erg op dit en ons is so bly dat daar skole is wat kinders nog leer om groentetuine te plant, om seker te maak wat is dit om sustainable food resources te hê ensovoorts. Guys, congratulations so much on winning the district competition at Empowervate. Just quickly, Amanda, tell me, is this going to be a yearly thing, and how are you going to make sure that schools actually keep the projects that they started going?
So the program is definitely going to happen every year. It's a 15-year-old program, so it's that old, 15 years. And it starts in January and ends in about October. Entry forms are available on our website, www.empowervate.org, empowervate.org. And that is basically how you enter, and please do enter. All schools are welcome. We don't discriminate. Any school that wants to be part of it is welcome to enter. And how we sustain the projects, we make sure that they are sustained, is that we have a sustainability award called the Change Agent Award for Sustainability, where any previous participants, whether they were the learners or the teachers, can submit entries into what they've done since that project. So we've had a school last year that was doing a different project every year since 2013, and every single one of them is still continuing.
Oh, wow. You see, and that's, I think, the whole point of this, because if they enter into this competition, but next year the initiative and the project's not there anymore, it's kind of pointless.
Exactly.
So I hope that you guys are going to keep your projects going. We're going to check in on you, no? We're gonna see if that is happening or not. So we have an amazing surprise for you guys. So I know that you all didn't necessarily do gardens or things at your schools, but you did say that you all do have vegetable gardens at school that you try to sustain and grow and help feed everybody. So we have a wonderful surprise for you guys, but I see we can't find the person on the telephone now. So I'm just going to tell you about it, and then I'll phone
Can
her.
I tell about some other projects that involved
Yes, 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. So we've had other projects over the years that have involved setting up food gardens to help the community to learn how to do their own food gardens, as well as to be used in the kitchen for the feeding programs. So definitely it's a big need.
That is amazing. And then how does the Department of Education also make sure that schools really buy into these projects and make sure that they actually sustain the projects?
Okay, thank you very much. When after registration, normally what we do, we make sure that we organize workshops, né? And then we call Amanda together with her team. They come and workshop all the schools in our district. And again, when the school has made a project, I also visit the school, make a follow-up, and also help the school with ideas, and then also to make sure that the project is sustainable. And then every year, we keep on checking whether the project is still on, encourage them, and also, what's the next step that we can do so that the project can grow bigger and bigger.
One question I do have is, where do schools find money for these projects? Amanda.
So the whole point of YCAP is the ABCD model, which is asset-based community development. So we say it doesn't matter which community you live in, you can always find ways to find the resources you need to make it happen. So we encourage fundraising of all different kinds, whether it's money donations or in-kind donations, because that can actually be very useful. Getting people who have products or services that they can donate to you as they are, or money, can be what you can use to get things done. And also networking, finding out if there's anyone in the community that knows someone who can help you.
Which
So,
also
yeah,
actually,
amazing.
which also teaches you about business and
Yes.
entrepreneurship, which is a very good thing. So guys, I've got good news for you. Our friends at ProTech decided to say that this month, because it's Arbor Week and because they do believe in sustainable food resourcing like vegetable gardens, they're going to give each of your schools, they're going to give 5-liter guano flow, which is like, what is the name?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer, thank you very much. And then het ons ook vir julle lekker beenmeel, so what is it?
Bone meal.
Bone meal, yes. 10 bags for your gardens. Plus, we're going to give you 4 boxes of guano soil pills that is also for vegetable gardens and trees that you might have. And maybe, who knows, if you keep some of this, maybe you can plant some fruit trees. We also do that. Last year, we were able to donate fruit trees to non-profit organizations for food sustainability. So I hope that you guys can use it, enjoy, and thank you very much to our friends at ProTech for this huge donation, because I can see the price here and you don't want to see the price. But so I hope that you guys can use it and will enjoy it. That's a pleasure. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me in studio today for Leave It Better. Thank you for the difference that you make, and especially the school children. Remember that change in South Africa came because of youth. and you are the future of South Africa. So we need you guys to buy into projects like this. We need you guys to make a difference in our country rather than learn everything you know and then leave us here. Please don't. Stay in South Africa and help us make this the best country in the world. Okay. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. It was nice having you here. Bye.
Groot FM 90.5